Here we are. We're live.
We're live.
Hi, everybody. Dr. Rowe here with my super good friend, Becky Wells, fellow Aquarian. For all of us Aquarians out there, we know how awesome we are.
Yeah.
But I want to talk to you a little bit about mom stress and this pandemic wall we're all feeling. Every single person is talking to me about motivation, focus, and Becky has an amazing summit that is going to happen, and it's in the link. It's free. I hope you join her. It's the Holistic Mama Summit. She's got some top speakers giving lots of information to support you during this tough time. And as I like to tell everybody, it's gonna be okay. We're all gonna get through this. It doesn't feel very nice, but we're gonna get through it, right, Becky?
We're gonna get through it. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah.
No, go ahead, hon.
I was just gonna say, moms need support. They need help. They need to know that it's going to be okay, and inspiration and just knowing that they've got this. They really do. And when we kind of clear the clutter and clear the fear away, and we go inside and we get clear, we can really tap into that innate message and that information inside us that all the answers are in us. And this is why I created the summit, is really all these incredible holistic minded authors, speakers, doctors like you have come together to really give little baby steps and information and hope and inspiration to just help the mom who is looking to live more holistically, more naturally, baby steps to create that life for herself. And Dr. Rowe, you teach us all. It's all about the baby steps.
It's about, what do I say? Say, little movements create big waves, because we often think in our culture there's a pill for something, and there's some type of magical program or whatever it is. And sometimes we do need more higher level support, right? I do all this clinical work, and that's okay. Yeah. But there's so many little things that we can do. We're all feeling overwhelmed right now. I want to validate that. It's true, it's real, but you can't live there. And when you do things like educate yourself by, signing up for a free summit about holistic ways, there's so many evidence-based natural ways that we can bring mental health to our families. And, the moms, pretty much all of us are the CEOs of our family health. Yeah. And I'm a junkie for information, right? So I love these kind of things because you can have it in the background. You can listen to it or watch it when you're working out or whatever that you're doing. You can grab little bits of nuggets and start making change happen. And you don't have to be stuck in this overwhelm.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we truly are the gateway to our families. Most of us moms buy the food, the household products, we really kind of set the tone in our house. And so this is about reclaiming our power and reclaiming, how we want to live and living more in alignment with Mother Nature, which we all know is good for our mental health.
I mean, it really is. And I think the thing that's surprising for people, I've been doing holistic work clinically for 30 years. And I think what's so shocking to people is you can make a little change, like, for example, vitamin D, right? Vitamin D is low levels are linked to depression, anxiety, menstrual cycle issues, a higher level of symptomatic COVID, attention problems, all these things, low vitamin D. So they estimate that 70% of the US population is low in vitamin D, despite all this information being out there. So little changes like adding vitamin D could help your kid be more focused right now. And I was just on Becky's podcast and we were talking about how, sluggish everybody is and having such a hard time in the world. And what can we do, right? So I always talk about structure and routine, adding in exercise, trying to have healthy diet, and really trying to put your own oxygen mask on. It's so important, right?
Oh, self-care is just so important. And we moms know that we're pretty low on the priority list. And we got to move ourselves up to top because we can't pour from an empty cup.
No, we can't.
We really can't. And we need to show up in the world and in our families in a way that we have high energy. We feel good. And it's a process. There's no quick fix. There's no like, here, take this, but the little things, right? Drinking more water or getting sunshine in the morning, and there's so many amazing tips that I have learned in this summit that I now implement that have been life-changing. And I just love and I feel so honored to be a conduit of that information to share with moms because I needed this 5-10 years ago. I still need it.
Yeah. And it is such an evolutionary process. And I think that's like, we are constantly evolving, even as deeply holistic as we are as moms. Like, I'm always like, oh, that's a great way to add in a little water. Like, oh, what about this? Right. Like, I'm noticing, my one kid who goes to school 5 days a week, he's not drinking as much. So, what were ways that I could add in some more, hydration? Hydration is really important for your brain functioning, right? We want our kids to be focused and, just these little things can make such a difference. And I think when we get really overwhelmed, we just think, oh, another thing, or this big hill. And what we're saying is not big hill. You can start and make this process and you just start with one thing, right? And just do it consistently. Don't say I did it twice.
Right. Yes. You gotta consistency is key. And what's beautiful is when you're consistent, you start to see those changes and then it's like a little victory and you're like, I got this. I can add in more. And then what's awesome is that it's subtraction by addition. You're adding these good things and all the things that don't serve you just organically fall away.
Yeah. So talk about some, what are some of the topics that are covered in your summit?
Yeah, we've got some great topics. Obviously, we're talking with you about children's mental health and what we can do in this unprecedented time, which I'm so grateful that you help support our moms with that because we're all worried about our kids.
We are.
We are.
Absolutely. And there's things we can do. So we definitely dive into that in the summit.
Yeah, it's so fun. I love that conversation. Also, there's one with Dr. Michelle Parrish. She's talking about how we can reclaim our menstruation. And it really is a superpower, which most moms and most women in their reproductive age might be like, what? It is. It's magical. So it's really kind of mind blowing. We also talk about the orgasm gap, sex, which is kind of something we don't really want to talk about, but it's really.
And people don't want to talk about it because they're stressed.
Yeah, they're stressed. No, right. You would think that people during COVID times are having a lot more sex. That's not the case. So we talk about that and how you can kind of reinvigorate your love life. We also have a lot of wonderful naturopathic doctors that are talking about really great ways on how to help our kids stay healthy during these times. A lot of support.
Which is an ongoing concern, right? And we need to keep supporting our immune system.
We do. We absolutely do. We also have Deborah Wayne. She does a high-speed energy healing for chronic pain. And in the bonus interview in the All Access Pass, you get a workshop of that.
Amazing. She's an amazing healer. We've had her. Yeah, she's so good.
She's so great. She's so
hard
great.
to describe her healing power, but it works virtually and it's pretty magical. And that would bring some stress relief just on that.
Oh, just on that. I mean, I felt, I re-listened to the recording and I'm like, oh, it's amazing.
True.
So we just, we have something for everyone. And what's great is we have, 10 or 11 talks during the day so you can pick and choose. And it's great. There's something for every mom out there that is looking to expand where they are in their process or journey on this living a more happy.
And what I like is this is a great summit if somebody wants to start out and they're thinking about this and they're recalibrating during the pandemic, or for people that are sort of finding they're in the evolutionary process, or people like us who've been doing this a really long time. There's always stuff to learn. I'm always learning things. Sometimes I hang out with my friends and I'm like, I didn't even know that. Like, I've known you like a million years, and you're now talking about this. And I was like, that is amazing. I'm going to start doing that tomorrow. It could be just like a little product, like today you were like, what do you got? I'm like, I got some lemon oil next to me and I have it open, and it just keeps my brain stimulated. Those kind of little hacks can really help you.
And moms, and we need to support our moms, and that's the thing too, is this is about community. This is about aligning yourself with women that are on the same journey. And also what's so great is you get to learn about all these amazing experts and how to find them. And they're like real people. They're not like, people where you can't communicate with. They're people that can actually support you in your journey. So it's just
and
cool.
we're looking for resources, and I know a lot of your speakers on your summit, and they're amazing, and there really is, no matter what age child you have, this is a great place to gather information if you're really thinking or an experienced holistic mom. So I'm grateful to be a part of it. Thank you, my friend Becky. And the link is here, and just sign up. It's a free summit. There's nothing holding you back except yourself. Get going.
Let's do this. Awesome. Thanks, Dr. Rose.
Love you, honey.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.